Hello, grade 10s. So, this is just the explanation of the memo on activity 9.14. Okay, so let's start with the very first transaction that we have here. Okay, so they say on the first, we borrowed 60,000 Rand from Unity Bank at an interest rate of 16% per annum, payable at the end of every month. So you now have to remember that you're going to have to pay that interest at the end of every month. Okay, so jy moet net 'n nota maak vir jouself dat jy daarvan moet onthou. Okay, and they say the money is paid directly into the current bank account. Okay, so the first thing I want to highlight here is the document that you're going to use, the source document. It's going to be a bank statement. Jy gaan met 'n bankstaat sien hoe hierdie geld inbetaal is. Okay. En dis op dag nommer 1, dis Saamstaan Bank of Unity Bank dan nou in Engels. Daar is niks in ontleding en ontvangste nie. Niks is hier nie, want ons het nie die geld fisies in ons hand gekry daai dag nie. We never received the money in cash. It was paid directly into our bank account. Okay, en dan is dit ook natuurlik in diverse rekeninge. And in English it will say there, loan Unity Bank, lening Saamstaan Bank. Onthou om die bank se naam asseblief by te sit, anders gaan jy nie jou punte kry nie. So die bank se naam is baie belangrik daarbey. Okay, die volgende dag is 'n KBJ transaksie. It's a CPJ, so they say purchased from Asterix Limited and paid per check number 443. Remember, we don't do checks anymore, so that check is just going to be replaced with an EFO, but you're still going to just write the number anyway, so it's fine. And you paid for desks and chairs, soos 'n tafel en stoele wat toerusting gaan wees. And you also paid for the installation of shelves, I see. So we're going to classify all of that under equipment, toerusting. If you already had shelves, for example, and you just repaired it, then it would be under repairs. So dan sal dit herstelwerk gewees het, maar jy het nog glad nie kassies nie, don't have shelves, so therefore it's all going to be under equipment. So dit gaan alles onder toerusting wees. Alright. Dan die volgende een, het jy you ordered merchandise from South Suppliers, and it cost 8,400, and then they gave you trade discount as well as cash discount. Okay, so you and they sent a check for the amount due, or you sent a check. Okay, so what's going to happen, we're going to take that 8,400 Rand, and now we receive trade discount. Onthou julle moet dit asseblief nie verwar met hierdie korting ontvang nie. Dit is glad nie dit nie. Handelskorting, trade discount is something completely different. So ek lees mooi wat hulle sê. So praat van 'n handelskorting or trade discount, then it's not the same as discount received. Dis nie dieselfde as korting ontvang nie. Okay. But we did receive that trade discount, so what we're going to do is we're first going to multiply with the 10%, and sorry, you're going to have to multiply not with the 10%. You can do it that way, but I'm going to show you an easier way. You multiply with 90 over 100 to get rid of the 10%. You multiply with 19 over 100. You always multiply with what you want over what you have. Remember, you want 10% less, so that's going to be 90 over what you have at this moment, which is 100%. Okay, and then you also multiply that amount by 95 over 100, because you get a further 5% discount. Okay, I just want to check if they did do it like this. So if you enter that on your calculator, then you would get the amount of 7182, which is what you want there. Okay, so this amount is the same as this. Okay, what you guys could have now done is you could have multiplied it with 80 over 100. Sorry, 85 over 100. But if you did that, you wouldn't have got the right amount. So the process that you have to follow here is you first have to take into account the trade discount, the 90 over 100, the 10% less, and then after that, you have to work out a further 5% cash discount. Okay. So you first have to do the first one and then the second one. So you have to do those two things separately. Jy moet daai twee goed apart asseblief doen. Jy kan nie net maal met 85 oor 100 nie. Dan gaan jy die verkeerde antwoord kry. Goed. Dan nommer 4. They say issued a check to Rapid Transport Service for 120 rand for the transporting of these goods. Nou baie belangrik hierso, hierdie 120 rand word gesit onder handelsvoorraad. Onthou julle, wanneer ons mense betaal om ons handelsvoorraad vir ons te kom aflewer, then it's going to be part of the trading stock amount. So ons gaan dit dan onder handelsvoorraad sit. Ons gaan dit nie dan onder afleweringskoste sit nie, because we are going to see it as part of our trading stock amount at the end. So therefore we have to put it in the trading stock column. Okay. Okay, then the next transaction on the 5th, we have in our CRJ, dit is nou KOJ, en dit is die bedrag wat ons aan van O Wijngaard af ontvang. So we receive that amount. Okay. So they say we receive the amount of 608 rand ontvang ons daar. Maar hulle sê dit is om sy rekening af te betaal van 640 rand. Maar as hy net so bietjie minder betaal het, dan moet ons aanneem die verskil tussen daai twee is die korting wat ons toegestaan het. So the difference between those two is the discount allowed. Remember, here at analysis, we don't take it over to the bank because there's still another transaction on that day. And the transaction that we have there is sales according to the cash register roll. Remember, you can also make a mark there instead of the sign KRR. Okay, and then it's sales. So you write sales. So dis verkope. En dan sê hulle vir ons daar wat was die verkope bedrag. Ons sit daai bedrag, die twee bedrae moet onthou met mekaar plus om aan die bank te kom. Then we also place that amount underneath sales, and then you have to work out your cost of sales. Okay, how do we do that? You take the price that you have, which is the selling price, and you multiply with what you want, which is the cost price, and cost price, remember, is always 100% over what you have. And we have the selling price, die verkoopsprys is altyd 100% plus die wins. Die wins wat hulle hier vir ons gee, is in die begin van die oefening, en hulle sê daar vir ons is 60%. So we have 160%. And if you do that calculation, if you do this little calculation, you will get this amount.